Hey guys, Captain here. So, big news. Pokemon Go, Johto region Pokemon are finally officially coming. It's been confirmed. They're coming out sometime this week, probably on Saturday, most likely on Saturday, the 18th, with a bunch of other content too. There are going to be some new berries and evolution items and some aesthetic things like new trainer customizations, which for some people seem to already be out. It seems on some Android devices, some people already have that. But I'm going to discuss briefly what the update looks like and some ways you can stock up for it. So first off, the obvious Johto region Pokemon. They're coming out. There's not much to say about that. You know, it seems they're releasing almost all of them. I mean, maybe there'll be a Pokemon like Ditto that's not available at the beginning. It would be kind of cool maybe if they made Smeargle that way. And still no announcements about legendaries, neither Johto ones nor Kanto ones. But they said around 80, a little over 80 Pokemon coming out. So that's definitely the bulk of them. You know, there's only 100 Pokemon in Johto, and we've already gotten, I think, 6. Let's see, Cleffa, Igglybuff, Pichu, Togepi, Elekid, Magby, Smoochum. Unless I double counted, that's 7. So you know, out of the remaining 93, makes sense that they would leave like 5 or 6 of them out. Yeah, I think there's 6 legendary Pokemon. So, anyways, that's obviously the big news. Other big news, they're reworking some things like new berries. One of them slows down Pokemon to make them easier to catch so they don't attack or jump around as much, or maybe at all, I don't know. And one of them is a pretty cool berry. If your next capture succeeds, like the next Pokeball you throw, you get double candy, which is pretty sweet because if you use it on the right stuff, that's like saves you a lot of effort in trying to grind for something to, you know, level it up and or to, you know, to catch a bunch of it, to evolve it or to power it up, or even just like on a Pidgey or something. You know, that extra candy, that candy basically represents another like 200, 150 maybe experience. So it's a pretty big deal. And then yeah, some avatar customizations, obviously some bug fixes and the like. And then the other big one is evolution items. It seems that a bunch of Pokemon with branched evolutions are going to have evolve via some kind of evolution item that'll be available from Pokestops. Whether or not it'll be available in the store or not is unclear, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to show you guys briefly what I've been doing to prepare for the event. So one thing, I slimmed down a lot on the amount of Pokemon I have. I was working close to capacity for a while. I was at like 350 plus, and so I transferred everything I don't need to get the bonus candy from the event, the Valentine's event. I'm down to 224. I have like nothing left in Mass Evolve right now, although I do still have some candy stocked up. A little bit of Weedle, partly from transferring, actually a bunch of Pidgey, probably like 100 Pidgey candy from transferring all the Pidgeotos I evolved, and Rattata still quite a few left, 743 left, so that's a lot. But I've slimmed down on almost everything else. And so the things I've done to prepare, what just spawned around me? Rattata. I'll worry about it later. I bought some coins recently. You may have seen them in some of my clips. By the way, I was planning to make kind of just an update video on stuff I've been doing in Pokemon Go today when the event ended, but then they dropped this news, so maybe I'll put that video off for another day or something for tomorrow. And so I bought a bunch of coins recently, which I used to get some upgrades and lucky eggs, but I'm holding out for incubators. It's unclear whether or not we'll get more Pokemon storage space, but you'll certainly want some if they don't give us like maybe 100 slots or 150 slots for free, because the base 250 is like not enough. You know, I'm working on 400 and I'm considering upgrading, and certainly if we don't get free slots, I'm probably just going to buy 150 more with some of these coins, or 100. Might get bag upgrades too, because of when you've got other berries to juggle, you'll want more space. And I really overstock on potions and stuff, but, you know, anyways, you'll want a lot of good balls, great balls and ultra balls for the first while when these Pokemon are new, because you're going to be chasing down new Pokemon, and it'll be unclear which ones are the rare ones and which ones are the common ones. Well, maybe it'll be clear which ones are the common ones, but it'll be unclear which ones are uncommon and which ones are, like, really rare. You know, like Grimer. How often do you get to see a Grimer? You know, that's really rare. So, someone pointed out maybe you should consider hoarding raspberries. I use them pretty liberally with even when I'm just catching like Pidgeys and stuff like that. But I think I'm going to try and have maybe like 40 by the time the event drops. I'm hoping that I can level up right before the event starts, because or not the event, Johto comes out. Again, I'm expecting that to happen on Saturday, and so I could probably squeeze in 90,000 experience if I try really hard, or at least get close, you know. Wait, what else? What else? Certainly, coins are, you know, like I said, they're going to be useful because of incubators. We'll have lots of new Pokemon to hatch, and especially if you're trying to get good Pokemon that are hatched have better stats than Pokemon that are not hatched. Something you'll want to do, excuse me while I catch this Rattata, something you'll want to do is probably, if you have any friends that still play, try and storm some gyms with really strong Pokemon. Really like top them out with a lot of prestige, because what's going to happen, I predict there will be a bunch of players who quit around the time they were in the low level 20s, maybe like right around level 20, or not even, but probably around like low level 20s, like 22, that kind of thing. And their strongest Pokemon is going to be maybe like 1600 CP, you know, not super strong unless they really powered something up and invested into it. And so if you and a few friends have stuff in like the 2500s, you know, or higher, you have something in the 3000s even, you can make gyms too daunting for people to take on in the first few days until they realize that they could just throw resources at the gym or team up with their own friends. So you might be able to collect a bunch of coins uncontested for a while. Of course, this is kind of assuming you're not already doing that, but you know, if you are, then keep doing your thing. But if you're not, you know, maybe you're getting back into it, but you quit when you were level 28 or something, then you know, you've got a big leg up in the gym metagame, especially if you kind of know which Pokemon are going to be really good. If you caught any Chansey in this event, Chansey's CP is not very high. Where's Chansey? Right here. Chansey's CP is like not super high. This is like a level, I think probably like 24 or so Chansey, 25 maybe, I don't know. But its CP will almost triple when it becomes a Blissey. Like a maxed out Chansey I think has maybe like 1200 CP, and a maxed out Blissey has like 3000. So Blissey is going to be really strong because it's super tanky. So if you've got a good moveset on it, or if you get a good Blissey moveset, that'll be really, really strong. Again, other stuff you might want to kind of pay extra attention in hunting when you, if you play over the next few days. So you can be one of the first to get a Kingdra, that's exciting. Horsey's up there. Porygon, if you got some in the event. You know, other stuff like Gloom, Slowpoke. But I think Porygon and Porygon Chansey are two of the rarest, certainly. Scyther is up there too, because of Scizor, Onix, and Steelix. Kingdra is supposed to be pretty good CP. Kingdra might mix up the gym meta game if it has any dragon type moves. So that's something to keep in mind, because it's going to be pretty strong CP, pretty high CP, and if it's got dragon moves, then it might prove as a decent counter to Dragonites. We'll see. But anyway, certainly we can expect some stuff in the metagame to change up. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are excited. Maybe this is the first you're hearing of this, but you know, I'm hoping that this will bring a bunch of players back into the game. Even if it doesn't, that's fine, because I've been enjoying playing this game quite a lot. It's, I think, less than a month ago that I passed 1 million experience, and now I'm over 1.5 million, so I'm going real fast. Like I said, there's a chance I'll hit level 29 by the end of the week. So, anyways, if you like this video, please rate, comment, subscribe, send this to your friends, check out my other ones, and good luck preparing for Johto.